Hello everyone, welcome to my Emmerdale channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. The morning mist hung low over the village of Emmerdale, giving the fields an eerie, almost otherworldly glow. Inside the Sugden farmhouse, tensions simmered like a pot left on the stove too long. John Sugden, usually the picture of calm and reliability, moved with a quiet intensity that sent shivers down the spine of anyone who noticed. But today, nobody could see the storm brewing behind his eyes. The village had long trusted John. He was the steady rock, the dependable force who would always do what was right, or so everyone thought. But beneath that familiar smile lay a plan that would shatter trust and tear the community apart. It started with a letter, slipped anonymously under the door of the Woolpack. Inside, a chilling message hinted at secrets long buried, schemes and betrayals that could bring ruin to those who had once called John a friend. Gossip spread like wildfire. By lunchtime, the whole village was buzzing, speculation hanging heavier than the snow clouds over the moors. Marlin Dingle, who had known John since childhood, confronted him in the barn. "John, whatever this is, it's serious. People are scared." But John's eyes glinted with something unrecognizable, a calculated calmness that unsettled Marlin more than anger ever could. "It's time they knew the truth," John said softly. "They deserve to see what lies beneath the smiles and handshakes, and I'll make sure they all feel it, every last one of them." By evening, his plan was in motion. Documents were leaked. Alliances were exposed, and secrets once thought hidden were splashed across the village like paint on a wall. Victoria Barton, who had been wary of John's intentions, felt her stomach drop as she read the damning revelations. Her hands trembled as she realized just how deep the betrayal ran. "I can't believe it, John," she whispered, staring at the paper as though it were a poisonous snake coiled in her hands. But John's betrayal wasn't just a matter of black and white scheming, it was personal. He targeted relationships, friendships, and livelihoods with precision, exploiting vulnerabilities that only he could have known. Even Chas Dingle, who prided herself on being unflappable, felt her world tilt off its axis. She had trusted him, confided in him, and now every memory felt tainted. The village square became a battlefield of whispered accusations and shocked glances. Faces that once lit up with joy now tightened with suspicion. Emotions ran raw, a mixture of hurt, confusion, and rage swirling through every street and home. In the midst of the chaos, John stood alone on the hill overlooking Emmerdale. The wind whipped around him, tugging at his coat, but he didn't flinch. His plan had worked perfectly. But as the village crumbled beneath the weight of his actions, a hollow feeling gnawed at him. Triumph tasted bitter when measured against the destruction he had unleashed on those who had once trusted him completely. By nightfall, the village was forever changed. Families fractured, friendships dissolved, and a sense of unease settled like a shadow over Emmerdale. John Sugden's name would forever be whispered with a mixture of fear, anger, and disbelief. The man they had trusted most had become the architect of their heartbreak. And as the camera of the village's gossip lens zoomed in on his lone figure against the darkening sky, one truth became clear. In Emmerdale, betrayal cuts deeper than the sharpest knife, and John Sugden had just rewritten the rules.